morning, everybody. Today we're doing a what I eat in a day. I have not done one of these in months. I just completely forgot about them, but lately I've been getting a lot of questions asking things that I've been eating. Also, I am still crusty in the eyes. At 6:30, I've been up for a while. My alarm goes off at 6, but I've just kind of been hanging out with the kids. But I have so much that I want to talk about in today's video, talk about my new workout routine that I'm doing at home and little tweaks in my diet. I'm not on a diet, but there's certain things I'm not eating. So yeah, I want to share all of that because I have been trying to just cut back some excess fat that I've had. I just feel like over the past few months, I have not that I need to be strict, but I've been a little bit loose with eating, and I just want to feel better in my skin, especially with summer coming up, and just feel healthier and stronger. So right now I'm down. Actually, for a long time, I've kind of been teetering around 136, 138, and I'm 5'6", and I am now, this morning, I just was under 133, which is crazy. I've not been under that in a really, really long time. And I just feel like after both my pregnancies, I gained a lot of weight with both of them. I want to say maybe 70 pounds with Owen and the girls. I stopped looking at the scale at 50 pounds, but I dropped most of the weight, but there always was just a little bit left over that I've just kind of been thinking that it'll just always be like that. And then Andrew got me on this workout regimen, which is super simple. It's nothing intense or anything. And I just can't believe how fast those extra pounds are coming off. So I just feel like when you stick with something, it can really change a lot. So let's go to breakfast. Not go to breakfast. Let me show you breakfast. All right, so something I do in the morning, I try to do this at least a few times a week, is a little bit, a tablespoon, maybe even less, of olive oil in the morning on an empty stomach. And it just is supposed to help a lot with digestion and consumption of nutrients, which when I had all of my hormone testing done a few years back, that was something that my body showed, was that I wasn't absorbing a lot of my nutrients. So just trying different things to help with that. It is not good, so I just try to drink it quickly and then I move on to my coffee and breakfast. I just grabbed these to have right after because it takes the taste away pretty quick. I honestly might just keep one of my Mary Ruth drops just here, so after I can just use that. So before I drink my coffee now, I try to get food in my stomach. So I'll do a little bit of yogurt. I love this Strauss Greek yogurt. It's really creamy and thick. I do about a cup of that with some Purely Elizabeth yogurt, which is my favorite gluten-free type. They have so many flavors. This is the one Andrew got last time when he grocery shopped for us. But I'm really focusing on protein right now. And so yogurt, Greek yogurt especially, has so much protein. Also, cottage cheese has a lot of protein. So that is the focus right now. It's protein and whole foods, vegetables, getting my fiber versus packaged items. I don't really consider this a packaged item. The ingredient list is extremely pure, if you guys want to see that. But yeah, I didn't realize how many packaged snacks I had been eating, and sugar. I've pretty much cut out any added sugar from my diet. So sometimes I'll add a little drizzle of honey, but lately I've just been doing this. And then for my coffee, I add a little bit of whole milk, and I'll drink this while I have my coffee. Oh my gosh, I haven't woken up and drinking any coffee yet, you can tell. I drink this with my yogurt, and I just find that I work out much better when I have this in my belly versus doing things on an empty stomach. So that's just what has worked for me. Okay, I just wanted not even half a cup. So I'm gonna give the rest to Andrew while I hop on the treadmill, and I'll have some more coffee when I'm done. Okay, before I go into the garage, I'm gonna fill up my water bottle with some electrolytes. So I wanna share a few. If you guys don't want a flavor to yours, this one is really great. I got this a while ago and I just realized I forgot about it, so I ordered it again. Body Bio There's no really flavor to this, so I can just put it in my water and you can't really tell. I just like a capful of it, but that's a good one. Let me show you the back. You can see the amounts. I've tried so many different ones that are too sweet tasting to me, like the Just Ingredients one is too sweet. This one reminds me a lot of the Liquid IV. And then I also have tried the Instant Hydration, which is the closest second to Element. Element is still my favorite, the grapefruit kind, but these, they're just not quite as good. So I have the watermelon and I have the Paloma. So there are those. One other drink I wanted to share that I just tried for the first time yesterday, so I can't really give you much about it. But this company is called Better Greens, and this has caffeine in it. And I wish I saved like the big bag they came in, but there's tons of different greens in here. There's also apple cider vinegar, like a ton of just really great things. And you just mix this into your water and it just kind of tastes like a sweet, this one's lime, just like a flavored water kinda. But I know I talked to some people about it and they drink that instead of coffee in the morning and it makes them feel better. So I feel like these for me will be more of like a midday thing. If I want like a pick-me-up, I'll maybe have one of those. So okay, today we're going with grapefruit. Fill this up. This is a Hydro Jug. I just got this last month and I really like it. I really wanted a cream colored water bottle, but it's fit all my needs perfectly. And I like how the straw flips down. I wasn't drinking anything with a straw. I kind of switched to just like a chug one, but I was realizing that I do drink a lot more water when I have a straw. So got that filled up. I'm also gonna have my vitamin. This is the Mary Ruth's, same I've been taking for so many years. Liquid Morning Multivitamin Plus Hair Growth. I started taking the one with hair growth when I was trying to grow my bangs out, and now they are fully grown out, and now it just has helped my hair look so great. But besides the hair growth, it's helped so much with my face. So it says right here, improve facial line, well, why can't I read? Improve facial fine lines, wrinkles, and smoothness. So I think this in combination with my Primarily Pure Beef Tallow creams, like my skin has never looked better. So I think it's a combination of the two. I am out right now. Let's see if I have another. Oh, yeah. Okay. But highly recommend these. They're so awesome. And I give the kids just the regular raspberry kind. This is what they take for their morning vitamin. If you guys want to check these out, my code changed. The code is MRO with K, and that'll get you a discount off of your order. You can use that on Amazon. You can also use it on their website. All right, so I go on the treadmill about 4 times a week right now, and I do it at a 10 incline and a 3 miles per hour. So you're not walking super fast, but you're walking at a high incline for a long time, and I do this for 40 minutes. Okay, let that heat up.
All right, Kendra gave me the phone to just talk into it for zone 2. Man, my beard is just so gray now. All right, sorry, this is super close up, but
Explain to them why you told me to do the treadmill in that way.
okay. Well, so zone 2, there's different heart rate zones. So zone 2 is roughly, 120 to 140. In that zone with prolonged, so like long duration, low load exercise, which is what that is, your body goes into an RER of burning more fat. So whereas before that, you're burning more glucose, but if you're doing this low load training and keeping your heart rate in those kind of mid levels like that, you are burning more fat. So especially after 20 minutes. So 20 minutes of that, you're basically going into exclusively fat burning. And so, yeah, that's what I need especially. So I've been doing a lot of that, and Kendra's been doing it, and she's been liking it. So another benefit, it's easy on your joints.
Okay, you are very far away, but I'm just going to show you what I've been doing. I kind of just do, I'll do 3 arm exercises, and I'll do them like 10 to 20 reps depending on how heavy the weight is. And then I repeat that 3 times. And then I switch between the arm stuff and leg stuff. Sometimes I'll do just arms, sometimes I'll do just legs, but I feel like for the most part I'm doing like a mix of both. So I got these free weights from Walmart. It was actually a great deal. It was like $100 for 4 different sizes, and they're so expensive everywhere else. So the heaviest I have are 20 pounds, but I definitely need something a little heavier now. I need to get like a heavier kettlebell. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna do, my first one will just be squats. Andrew, should have you been my trainer?
Hey, we'll do some videos together.
Okay, so I'm gonna do probably 20 of these, and then I'm gonna do what are they called? Hamstring? What are those called, Andrew, when you drop down? Like hamstring? These, what are these called? Deadlift?
Well, you think of like RDLs or something.
Is that RDL? What's it? RDL stand for?
Yeah, it's
Resting.
Romanian deadlift.
Okay, yeah. Okay, this deadlift, and then I'll do like sumo squat. So I'll speed this up, put some music to it. All right, weights are done, and I'm seriously not like lifting weights for an hour long. It's like 20 to 30 minutes of lifting weights. But I think what is very important is protein after. It's like you got to feed your muscles, and any protein that you have. I have this one from Prime. I got it because I liked the ingredients. Like it's a actually I first saw it from, hold on, Gwyneth Paltrow. Just turn on my timer. Recommended this, but it's kind of chalky because I just put it in a shaker. It's the Prime protein, so I don't honestly think I'm gonna get it again. Andrew just gets this one from Costco, and this one mixes so well in protein shakes, but I feel like it's not the highest quality protein. I don't know. Doesn't matter. If you have one that's you really like, let me know if it like shakes well into a shaker. So I do 1 scoop of protein and a little, like a teaspoon of creatine. I'm gonna do a scoop of this, and I'm so happy because we have raw milk. If I didn't have raw milk, I would probably, I've been doing water just so I'm not having so much milk, but if I do have raw milk, it is definitely like a treat. Also, sometimes I do coconut water. Kind of nasty, but it has extra electrolytes. Actually, I might do coconut water today. just because I'm gonna have 2 cups of coffee today and I'll be having more milk in my coffee. I just don't want to have too much milk. But I've been doing this now for a month and I'm really not doing anything over the top. I'm just trying to get my treadmill walks in at least 3 times a week. If I can once on the weekend, then that's great. And then just lifting some weights, but I feel like my arms have gotten so much more toned and muscular. Like I'm just so happy. I canceled our gym membership a couple months ago and it's just so much easier to just work out at home. And so we got the treadmill in our garage, which has been great. And then we have some free weights, but before that I wasn't doing any weights and I didn't notice a change in my body until I added weights. And Andrew was right all along. He always says I never listen to him, but the second I listened to him, I started seeing changes in my body. So the key is a lot of protein. Focus on protein, like more than you think. So even like after I get out of the sauna, I'm gonna do 4 eggs, 3 or 4 eggs. Focus on using weights when you're working out and then doing that zone 2 if you wanna burn any extra fat. Not good. Okay, I'm gonna drink this while I do my walk with June on our path. Check out the progress. Everything is growing so beautifully. What's your favorite, June?
What do you mean?
And what's your favorite flower that we planted?
The roses.
The roses are so pretty. They're so like delicate, huh? They just kind of drape.
I like roses, but I like the rainbow roses.
Oh, you do like the bright colored ones?
Yeah.
I think our flowers might bloom maybe tomorrow, the climbing ones.
Uh-huh. There's a bud right there. There's 2.
I know, look at that, so close. Oh my gosh. All right, since we're talking supplements, I also brought these up to our bathroom so I can remember to take them, but my allergies have been like coming and going, I feel like these past few months. So I just try to take 2 of these in the morning and they definitely help. I have showered, had my protein shake, and we did some math, me and the girls. They finished their math curriculum today. I'm so proud of them. They worked so hard this year on math. I'm gonna do a Q&A soon and next week, and I will be sharing more about our curriculum and everything that we're using for next year, but so proud of them. So I'm making myself 3 eggs right now just to get a little more fuel in the morning. It's something that I've realized that I have been really bad about in the past is I wasn't eating very much in the mornings. And so I would have like coffee, a perfect bar, like a quick snack, and then we'd sit down and do school for a few hours and I would be like famished when we were done. And that is just, I've realized, not good for anybody, at least for my body in particular. Like I definitely feel so much better when I eat a lot of protein early on. It kind of just sustains me for the day and it really helps my blood sugar. I feel like if I'm not eating consistently, especially protein, my blood sugar is like, woo, all out of whack. So this has just really made me feel really great. So I'm gonna eat this, go upstairs, finish getting ready, and then we can get on with our day. All right, here are my eggs, over easy with a little cheese on top. I'm also having a very thin slice of toast. I can have a little bit of sourdough, not a ton. I don't eat gluten, but sourdough, especially like homemade sourdough, I can have a little bit here and there. So I'm gonna have this so I can dunk in my eggs. And also, I'm gonna finally finish my coffee because I only had about half a cup. So we're gonna fill this up, heat it up a little bit more, and add a dash of milk. We are heading out to go hang out with some friends. So ideally we'd be eating lunch before, but the kids are literally already in the car. Packing my bog bag with water bottles, towels, sunscreen. I'm gonna bring, these are for our trip. I bought all these oranges, but we need them now. I might need to run to the store later today. So we got, oranges, and let's see, I'll bring bananas. Oh no, let's not bring bananas. I feel like I need to eat chicken right now. Oh geez. I'll bring a couple of these perfect bars. But yeah, I don't like leaving places before we eat lunch because then everybody's gonna be starving very soon. So I'm gonna tell the kids to hang on tight And I'm going to just heat up this ground beef leftovers. I usually have leftovers for lunch because if I don't eat some right now, I'm gonna be starving. All right, I had the kids come back inside so we can have lunch. So we're having bananas. I'm gonna have the ground beef with some, June, leftover rice, and I'm gonna heat up the chicken for them. They're gonna have leftover chicken with leftover pasta. Home from our play date, and I am so tired. The kids are all having some quiet time right now, and I need some food. I just had that little bowl of ground beef and rice. Wasn't that much, so I'm making myself the rest of the ground beef right now with like little lettuce cups. So I've got this here, a little cheese, and I'm gonna put some of this sauce on top from Primal Kitchen. It's this avocado lime dressing. I'm also gonna have a cup of tea. I love having a cup of tea mid-afternoon. This is Throat Coat by Traditional Medicinals and Immune something from Yogi. I'm just having this kind of up my immune system right now because we have a trip coming up and I wanna stay healthy. All right, it is dinner time. So we're doing breakfast for dinner. I have waffles right now that I'm making the kids. So typically I'd be eating these waffles too, but I'm trying not to. So I'm just gonna do, me and Andrew are just gonna have eggs and he'll probably have some toast. I might just have eggs, honestly. I made these not gluten-free so that I wouldn't eat them, but typically I'd make them gluten-free. So I'm just doing about like a half a cup, and maybe a little less than half a cup per waffle. And this is the best waffle maker. I'll link it for you guys if you want. I got off of Amazon last Christmas and we totally love it. Let me show you. See, it's just great. So I'm gonna close it up. If you guys want to screenshot this, here's the recipe I use. I cut it down to 1 teaspoon less of baking powder. Do any of you ever have baking powder that tastes like a minty taste in your mouth? I don't know what it is. Also, I got a new fruit basket and it makes the perfect tripod. Wow. I don't know what it is. I even thought it was like my baking powder had gone bad, so I bought more and it was the same thing. So I don't know, maybe I'm using too much. You know what I want to try tonight is when I'm making my scrambled eggs. Some people have said you can mix in cottage cheese with it and it adds extra protein and you don't taste it, just tastes creamy. So maybe I'll do that because I need something else besides, I can't just eat eggs. We do have a little extra chicken. I might just finish the chicken and rice too. So I'm gonna cook these up, clean up, and just kind of tidy up the kitchen right now. All right, while I cook, I'm gonna share something else that I've been taking. So when I posted this on Instagram and Andrew's best friend texted me, he was like, oh my gosh, I've been using that for a month now. I was like, oh, that's awesome. So this is True Sea Moss. It's a superfood. It kind of looks like jelly. Kind of tastes like jelly too. And this is the elderberry kind. They have other flavors, but it's supposed to really help with digestion. One of you guys actually recommended this to me and I'm so very thankful because you guys know me. So here's what it helps. Immune support, energy, balance, detox, and digestion. And I'm always looking for something like this. So I'm trying to think how long I've been using this now. Maybe only 2 weeks, but so far I really like it. I keep it in the fridge and I do about 2 little spoonfuls a day. I have also been having 2 Brazil nuts a day. So these have selenium in here, which have so many health benefits. You just Google selenium benefits and you'll see like, oh my gosh, they're awesome. And so I think they're one of like the few foods that carry selenium. So I just do 2 of these a day. They're not good. I do not like Brazil nuts, but I eat them for the health benefits. If you don't like eggs, then sorry, this is gonna be gross to you, but we've got Andrew's and myself. I added some cottage cheese in there. I got a slice of toast for Andrew. And I know that's like not much, just eggs. So I'm probably gonna finish a little bit more of this chicken and rice. Same with Andrew, we'll just split the rest of this. And then we've got 2 leftover waffles. I'll freeze for probably tomorrow morning. So that is it. I'm gonna close up the kitchen, wipe it down. The last thing that I will be having tonight is more tea. I just love tea while Andrew and I watch some TV at night. So I love this one right now. Hookah elderberry echinacea. It's super good. And the orange one is good too. Sometimes I mix them. I like to do 2 teas together. So we'll do that. ginger and elderberry tonight. So that is gonna be the end of today's vlog. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.